Hello and welcome back to FM21. We're back with Watford FC and it's been nearly a month in game since our 1-0 win at Bournemouth, and as you can see it's been an extremely good month for Watford. We've had three 3-0 wins and a 4-0 win as well, which leaves us firmly at the top of the table with a game in hand still. It's good to see that Sarr is currently the joint top goal scorer in the league with 8 goals. He's also joint first for number of man of the matches, along with Buendia of Norwich and Ikpeazu at Wickham with 3, and is currently third in the ratings with an average of 7.47, and Ben Foster is also leading the number of clean sheets with 7. So 4 games to catch up on. We'll try and get through them all as quickly as we can. As you can imagine, all 4 were pretty comfortable in the end. So 3 days after that crucial 1-0 win against Bournemouth, we were off to Wickham. The key point here was Marquez making his first start for the club in order to give Sarr a rest, and he put in a man of the match performance with 2 brilliant goals, and Marquez opened the scoring on 33 minutes, and Gakia with a throw-in, and Marquez does it all himself, round 2 players, and a lovely finish into the bottom left-hand corner. 8 minutes later it was that man Marquez again, Chalobah with a great ball out to him on the wing, ball into Keena, back to Chalobah, and a lovely through ball, and a cracking finish in the top corner. We were well on top for the whole game really, but didn't get our third until the 72nd minute. Navarro with the throw-in, Marquez heads it back, good cross in, and Vinny breaks free of his man to volley it home, and that was 3-0 and a very comfortable win. And after a rest of only 3 days, once again we were off to Barnsley, another pretty comfortable win, and we were certainly off to a good start with Sarr scoring in just the first minute after his rest, and the ball fell back to Kabasele, ball forward to Mitchell, to Hughes, it's a nice passing play, and a lovely ball to Sarr, first time finish, bottom left corner, great start. Next up was Pedro on 14 minutes, Keena with a blocked shot, falls to Hughes, 1-2 with Vinny, ball through to Sarr, a lovely unselfish ball across goal, and Pedro with the tap home. Great to see him on the score sheet. So we were pretty comfortable for the rest of the first half and continued putting on that pressure, and our reward was another goal on 58 minutes. It's that man Vinny again, breaking free here, loads and loads of space, takes it round both defenders, does it all himself and slots it past the keeper in off the post. Lovely finish. So 2 3-0 wins, and suddenly we found ourselves in November, and we were suddenly inundated with awards as well. Vinicius Jr. winning the Championship Player of the Month for October, with 4 goals in 6 games, well deserved, and also found himself Young Player of the Month for October as well. And I was pretty chuffed to be awarded Championship Manager of the Month for the 2nd month in a row, liking that win ratio of 83%, pretty happy. That one loss against Derby, the only black spot in an otherwise very, very good month. And the board were obviously very pleased as well, as they've offered us some more staff. Didn't even have to ask them, they just threw it out there. So we now have 2 more physios along with another coach for the first team. A very, very strong backroom set up here now, very happy with this. So on to the first game of November, and it was a 4-0 win at home to Stoke. Once again we were well on top, had loads of shots. Not as many on target as I would have liked, but still 4 goals from 9 shots on targets would do me pretty nicely, even if we had to rely on a Stoke player for our 4th. We had in particular some really good performances from Ekong, Keena and Pedro, and it was the surprise goal scorer of Ekong to open the scoring, and Keena with the free kick, Ekong in a really good position just to tap it past the keeper. So just the 1 goal in the first half, but Sarr with yet another goal in the 54th minute, Pedro with lots of space on the left, bit far out, but looks up and sees Sarr. The ball across isn't the best, but Sarr controls it well and smashes it past the keeper with a lovely cartwheel celebration to boot. So we were cruising at 2-0, but we weren't done yet. Pedro popping up for yet another goal. So Sema plays the ball back to Navarro, back to Sema, who beats his man over on the left, sends a dangerous ball across, it hits the Stoke man, and Pedro said to put it home. And I would have been very happy with yet another 3-0 win, but we weren't done yet. Fox with the unfortunate own goal, Navarro with the throw to Keena, back to Navarro, who looks up and plays a magnificent cross into Marquez at the back post, smashes the post, but Fox had already committed to the tackle, and the ball bounces off him past the keeper. Very unlucky, but still quite funny. So after yet another strong showing from Dominguez Keena, he's approached us asking for a new contract, which we have given him as he is now playing in the first team every week. 32 grand a week is a little more than I would have liked, but he's earned it really. A very good prospect, and I think we'll be able to sell him for lots of money in the next few years. So worth keeping around and keeping him happy. Could really do with him chipping in with a few more goals, but I've been pleased with him so far. And our next game was against Coventry, yet another 3-0 win. This Watford side are on fire at the moment. And Cathcart opened the scoring, Glazer with the free kick from deep, and Cathcart with a thumping header past the keeper. And after his assist, it was that man Glazer with his first goal for the club on 50 minutes. Keena with the ball, plays it to Mitchell. Pedro now plays in Sarr. Lays it back to Glazer, who thumps it past the keeper from distance. What a strike that was. And our third goal came in the form of a penalty. Sarr, our usual penalty taker, had just come off, so it was his replacement Marquez who slots the ball home for yet another 3-0 win. And after 5 clean sheets in a row, we had 2 weeks break, and we turned our attention to the upcoming transfer window in January. Always good to get in there early when possible. And our first bit of news came from William Velasquez, a 23-year-old Venezuelan out on loan at Portland, who seem to like what they see and have met his release clause of £250,000. He seems like a pretty reasonable player, but was obviously never going to make it here. So best of luck to him at Portland when he joins in February, and we'll put that 250k straight in the pocket, thank you very much. And then our scouts pointed us in the direction of Dennis Vavro at Lazio, on the transfer list for only 3 million. Looks like an excellent central defender to me, well worth a 3 million outlay, and would potentially allow us to move on someone like Kabasele for a lot more money. At only 24, I think he could definitely do a job in the Prem should we get promoted, and hopefully we'll see this one confirmed in the near future, ready to join us on the 1st of January. Now for today's game against QPR, I've made a bit of a bold decision to go back to our 4-3-3. Due to QPR's attacking threat, they've been on fire so far, even though they're only sat in 8th, scoring lots and lots of goals, just letting in too many at the back. We have the usual back 5 all fighting fit, a midfield 3 of Hughes, Glazer and Ugart, and the usual top 3 of Vinny, Sarr and Pedro up top. A strong bench too, as usual. We're actually able to include both Adam Messina and Stipe Perica as they come back from injury. Looking forward to bedding those two into the team and seeing what they can do, but I'm expecting yet another good performance from the lads today. So a couple of good players in that QPR team that I've heard of before. Tom Carroll has obviously played a lot around the Championship and the Premiership. Osayi-Samuel is a very highly rated prospect. You'll have to be on the lookout for him. But as usual, I do think that our team is strongest and should be winning here. Let's see what the lads can do. And here are the players at Loftus Road. And there we are on the touchline in our lovely yellow suits. And it's our kickoff. Pedro back to Ugart. And we have the throw-in. And Ngakia with the ball to Glazer. Oh, and it's intercepted by Willock, who's bursting down the left now. Get back in position, lads. Looking dangerous. Oh, and he's dribbled past Ugart, and it's a ball in. Oh, and that should have been a goal. How has that not gone in? It bounced all over the place. What a mess from our lads there. How do you lose the ball from a throw-in, for God's sake? And we have a free kick now. It's Ugart. Looks like he's going for a shot straight at the wall. Disappointing. What a waste. Half an hour gone and we are certainly second best at the moment. Only one shot and not even on target. Really not good enough. May have been a mistake to change the formation. And it's half time with very, very, very little to show. I mean, look at that XG. Appalling. I'm so unhappy with our attacking threat that I'll be switching back to our 4-2-3-1. Thankfully, the players slot in there quite nicely and I don't need to make any changes just yet. But some very poor performances so far. QPR kickoff this time. Boone back to Thomas. Over to Carroll. Thomas with the ball through to Willock. Oh, and he's completely skinned Ngakia there. Going to take the shot. Oh, a fantastic tackle and a cracking save from Foster from the Carroll shot. Straight from kickoff as well. Here's Carroll with the corner. And Cathcart heads clear, thankfully. But Willock's there again. Seems to be everywhere at the moment. It's Osayi-Samuel. Tricky winger, and he sends the ball in very, very dangerous, right in front of the keeper, who maybe should have come to claim that, but Cathcart clears. QPR throw in, it's ball, back to Amos, over to Carroll, and Carroll through. It's Osayi-Samuel now, one-on-one with the keeper, good save Foster. This is not good. We're going to have to change something up here. We're just not clicking at all. Right, an hour gone and we've got to make some changes. It's been dreadful. Sarr's been having a stinker, so on comes Marquez for him. And Ugart has been looking nervous the whole match too. So we've taken him off for Keena. Keena goes back into his attacking midfield role and Hughes drops back into midfield alongside Glazer. Hopefully these changes will have a positive impact. And Ngakia with the throw. And we've lost the ball yet again. Thankfully picked up. Oh, and Hughes plays in. Oh, lovely play between Pedro and Vinny. It looks like a good save from the keeper. And we have the throw. It's Glazer. Back to Mitchell, who loses the ball yet again. What is it with these throw-ins? Awful. We win the ball back, luckily, and now Glazer's got it. Pedro in the middle, sitting very deep. Lovely ball to Marquez, who immediately heads it back, so a bit wasted. Come on, lads, get in position. Glazer over to Hughes. Hughes with the ball across to Ngakia. Come on, Jezza, let's have a good cross. And it's gone back to Hughes on the edge of the area. Ball to Vinny. To Mitchell. Plays in Vinny again. Come on, Vinny. Oh, and it's saved by the keeper. Bit of a tame shot. Never mind. Looking better at least. We've switched to an attacking mentality. And now it's Glazer with the free kick. Oh, and that's forced a save from the keeper. This is better. More attacks, please. This is probably my fault for being too cautious from the off, but there's still time to win it. Come on, lads. And we've got another throw in. Thankfully kept the ball from it this time. Back to Ngakia. Over to Glazer. They're pressing us quite a lot. We're just struggling to find the space as well. Pedro with the ball through to Marquez. Come on, Marquez. Over to Keena. Over to Vinny. Vinny with the first time shot. A bit ambitious that. And cleared away. And it's Carroll with the free kick for QPR. Dangerous ball in. Headed towards goal. Oh, and Foster knocks it over. Oh, actually, I don't think he got the touch, but it went just over the bar. Time for our final change. We've got a few players playing really poorly, but Jeremy Ngakia currently has the worst rating. So on comes Mark Navarro, and hopefully this change will pay dividends. I know Navarro can be a decent attacking threat sometimes. It's our goal kick. Foster over to Trustekong. Nice ball forward to Navarro, to Glazer. Oh, Glazer with an awful pass. Awful. What is with the passing today? It's been so terrible. And Osayi-Samuel slots it home. I mean, that is just appalling play. Foster probably should have saved that as well at his near post. Just awful. We've been so rubbish today. So rubbish. Oh, what is that for a pass? I mean, it's just shocking. And Osayi-Samuel has it pretty easy here. No one challenging him at all. And slots it in at the near post. Come on, Foster. You've got to be doing better than that. Annoyed now. Right, we're really going for it now. I've put loads of the players on attacking duty. So hopefully we'll at least get the equaliser. It's Hughes to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball in. Marquez is there. Oh, at the near post. Just too soft and the keeper's able to get across. Come on. I've given the boys a telling off in hope for a positive response. Navarro with the throw to Marquez. Marquez dithering on the ball and is tackled, but we've still got it. Keena back to Marquez. Cross blocked. Glazer's there. Just no urgency. Come on, lads. Mitchell to Keena. Keena with the shot. And it's an equaliser. Oh, it's been disallowed for offside. For God's sake. It's just not our day today. 3 minutes to go. This isn't looking good. Deing with a free kick from deep. Over to Kent. Kent with a crossfield ball to Osayi-Samuel, who's been a pain in the bum today. And he skimmed Mitchell. Yep, got past him. Trustekong comes across to cover. And the ball's gone back to Carroll. And now he's got loads of space again to Samuel. Looks like a dangerous crossing. Well intercepted by Hughes. Well done, lad. And hoof forward. Is Pedro there? No, he doesn't get the ball, unfortunately. And it's QPR again. Really nice first time passing. Osayi-Samuel to Carroll, to Boone, or to Bonnet, sorry. Back to Osayi-Samuel. They're just passing it around us. This is what we're usually doing to teams. I don't understand what's going on today. We just can't get the ball. Really nice one-touch passing. And Willock is through now. That's going to be a second goal, surely. No, thankfully saved by Foster. For goodness sake. I can't really do anything else. I've made him go attacking. We've had a goal disallowed. Just really poor. Really poor. Looks like we've got one last chance. Glazer here. Free kick. Trustekong's there. And it's gone over everyone. And out for a goal kick. Oh, no. Trustekong gave away a free kick. QPR just time wasting now. They know it's the whistle. Oh, what an awful result. Oh, just shocking. I'm leaving the lads locked in the dressing room for that one. Appalling. You better believe I'm throwing that water bottle. It's demotivated some of them, but they just weren't good enough. They deserve to be told off. Appalling stuff. Well, we were total rubbish today. Total. But we're still top of the table somehow. A point ahead of Bournemouth. Would have been good to have kept that 4-point gap, but never mind. Well, what a shocking result and a bit of a downer, as our next game is a very important one against 4th place Bristol City. Really could have done with a win going into that one. It's going to be very tricky. So next episode, we're literally going to jump straight back into that next game, and I'm certainly expecting us to bounce back from this one. Well, nevertheless, I hope you've enjoyed our first loss on screen. If you've enjoyed it, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. I've still got a lot planned and I'm gradually increasing the output on this channel, so I hope you're appreciating that. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.